Hello everyone, and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for June 10th to the 17th, 2022. I invite you to close your eyes and take 3 nice deep breaths with me, pulling yourself into the present moment, just letting go of anything that may be distracting you and allowing yourself to settle into your body, into your home right now. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I'm here with all of your children who are listening to this recording now and in the future. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information we most need to receive right now, and to provide that in a manner that we will easily and effortlessly hear, understand, and integrate for our personal and collective highest and greatest good. I call upon my higher self and the higher selves of all those listening, as well as an overlighting angel of communication to facilitate this exchange and ensure that it happens in the highest and best way possible, and that we cover all that is in our collective heart and mind at this time to our satisfaction for our highest and greatest good and the good of this planet and all life on it. At this time, I'd like to invite the 4 archangels to come and hold the 4 directions around us across time and space, creating a sacred container of light, of love, of wisdom, of healing, of transformation, of whatever it is that we most need in our hearts. May we receive it now. And anything that does not match these frequencies of love and light is welcome to go. Let's get going. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and we are gathered again here for another week, reading the energies of the projection that we have before us. We ask for help in clarifying our vision, our intentions, and living our best life, stepping into our power, stepping into our potential, and being the clearing for the good that we are, each of us. Whatever it is, however that came to be expressed. We ask for help and support in actualizing all of that at this time. Okay. Here we go. So we're starting with the Nightmare card, which is always a good one to get. The Nightmare card is when you're in a nightmare and you're dreaming the dream. When we have a nightmare, we believe it's real. We may even cry out, we might cry, we might shout out, might thrash in our covers, that sort of thing. Because to us, it's real. We are in the nightmare. It's what's happening to us. But then we wake up and we realize it was just a dream. Thank goodness. It was just a dream. The card of nightmare is a reminder that the intensity or the things that we're experiencing around us, it reminds us to pay attention to, is it real? Or are we creating it? Sometimes we're really good. Swords is about the mind and action. We can be really good about creating things in our experience that aren't really there or really true. We make them real and true by our experience of them. But there's this energy of waking up to who we are and how we're being and choosing a different way to respond to it. Because in every moment we always have an opportunity to respond differently. So this card in our recent past is reminding us to wake up to ourselves, to wake up to our perceptions, to wake up to how we're being in our lives, and to reframe, to wake up from the nightmare, to wake up from the dream and say, oh, thank goodness that was only a dream, and now, what am I creating in this now, in that relief in the present moment when we wake up, realizing there's space to adjust and adapt and create something new. This is in our recent past. Its influence is waning, but it continues into the present and the future. So this mindfulness about our energy and our focus and our attention is being brought to mind right now. The present card, the card of Temperance. I've been seeing this one a lot in the readings I've been doing lately. This is the card of moderation, of being intentional about how we're using our energy, where we're putting our energy, being disciplined and focused about that. And this card always makes me smile a little bit, because we have the angel pouring the water of life into the vessel of the human, and the human has their hand up and they're like, whoa, that's good. They know They know that their vessel is full and there's only so much they can hold at this point. Temperance is a major arcana. It has to do with our soul growth and our evolution. It's the card in our present. So wherever you are in your life right now, it won't hurt you to pull back a little bit and to be conscientious. Again, this sort of waking up, coming back to the present moment, coming back to the now moment and saying, okay, where am I overextending myself? How do I come back to my life? How do I come back to the right here, right now? And then there's this quality also of feeling our way, of verification, of trying things, of experiencing things, and then deciding, is that what's appropriate for us? That's the idea of temperance and moderation. We have to do that. It's a self-governing thing. It's something that has to come from the inside out, regardless of whether that's a substance or overdoing anything, overworking, overplaying, over consuming. It has to come from the inside out, our self-awareness. And how are we going to be? What are we going to do with those distinctions? And how do we bring this moderate, balanced way of being into our lives so we can be harmonious and contribute in good ways while honoring our own boundaries and our own capacities? The near future card is the Princess of Swords. Princesses are pages in other decks. This has to do with new beginnings, fresh starts. Again, we have the suit of swords, ideas in action. So it's fresh, new ideas, new perspectives, new information. So we have the princess here is eagerly reading a letter. There's new information that has come her way, and it's very inspiring and stimulating, and it's sparking new bubbles of information, so to speak. We have like a butterfly here, and then we have these sort of sparkly globes. There's this quality of sparkiness, of new stuff coming, and it sparks us in new ways, new ideas, new ways of being creative and generative and creating in our lives in good ways. So this is the energy that we're moving towards, creating something new, imagining something new, visioning something new. And as a result of our capacity to see it and vision it and hold it in our being, we are helping to bring that through on the planet at this time. You know, many of us, or all of us, I like to think, are like an antenna to the broader, wiser part of us, the wisdom of the universe, the collective consciousness. We have access to all of that, and from that place, the things that are due to come to the planet at this time come through. And it might be you, it might be somebody else, it might be several of you all at the same time, bringing through information which is really important and necessary at this time. So that's all contained in the energy of this card, is being a receptive, open vessel for this information, vehicle too, I suppose, because it is about taking action as well, taking inspired action. Okay, and the foundation card for this week is the card of illusion. So to me, these two cards really play off each other. This is the hearts, the Seven of Hearts, the illusion card. We have an angel standing at the bottom, and there's all these sort of shiny hearts up above, but she's pulled out of herself by the overwhelm that they cause. So all of these different emotions, all of these different feelings are pulling the individual off balance. They're no longer grounded. They're no longer in their now. They're no longer in their body. The body is where we get ground, through this body. So the card of illusion is reminding us to stay grounded. Again, this idea of moderation, of doing what we need to do to stay centered and peaceful and grounded, and to be wise and healthy in how we're using our energy and putting our energy out into the world. You know, being mindful of how things are knocking us off our balance, maybe unplugging from things that are not serving us. We are all, sometimes distractions are helpful, sometimes they're not. So paying attention to, how do you feel as you do something? Is it serving the life in you? Is it making you feel more whole, more grounded, more balanced, more purposeful? That's the state, a state of well-being, purposeful well-being, adaptive well-being is really where we want to be. But if we're finding ourselves in states of fear or doubt or off balance, try to come back to your peaceful space, come back to your center. We do that again through experiencing life and adjusting and adapting. That's how we go about things as human beings. So here's the reading for this week. Yeah, it's so interesting. So the moderate from this moment, being very moderate, being mindful of where we're putting our attention and our energy, coming back to ourselves. Deep breath in, hand on the heart. Through the breath, we come home to us, to ourselves. It's a powerful, powerful method to pay attention to the breath and to meditate on the breath and to realize that the breath is what connects us here and now. It's a source of life, inspiration. And the near future, that's inspiration right there too. These new ideas that are coming our way, that are coming to open us up to new possibilities, sparking us in new ways. You know, we need new inspiration. That's what's going to solve the challenges that we face. I think it was Einstein who said you can't solve the problems that you're facing with the same level of thinking that caused the problem in the first place. So we need new ideas, and that's where our amazing diversity and being in communication and sharing ideas and information comes in to helping us to move past our current limited paradigm. So this week, this is what we've got before us. I hope it's helpful. Let's move into the reading of the week and see what we need to carry with us this week. What kind of consciousness and discernment will best serve us. So Creator, what do we need to know this week so that we can be all that we need to be? What wisdom, what discernment, what can we carry in our hearts to stay present and focused, generative in good ways, be mindful of our energy and our attention, so we use these gifts of ours in good ways to co-create a beautiful future and a beautiful now. The card to grow on this week is indecision. Now, there's a lot of that kind of stopped, sticky energy, huh? Okay, so the card of indecision is interesting to me because you see, she's ready. Even though she's standing perfectly still, she has her sword drawn. There's this quality of getting ready to be ready or being ready to take action, even though it's clearly not the time yet. So despite all the adversity that's coming her way, she is centered and grounded and very focused. And she's receiving a download of information to the top of her head, to the crown chakra. So there's this quality of, in the face of decisions that need to be made, if there is no clear way forward, it's not time to make a decision yet. And to be peaceful about it and grounded about it and ask for help for sure, because the broader, wiser part of us is always there to support us. But to be ready to move when it is time to go. And I hope that makes sense to you. Because, again, taking a decision just to take a decision, if it's not grounded in your congruence, your certainty, your alignment, your inner yes, will not lead you to the result that you're seeking. And sometimes there just isn't an answer or solution in front of us at this time. We need more information. We need more input. But we can be ready to take that move when the time comes. So that's what this card is reminding us of. Our card to grow on this week is to carry that clarity in the middle of the indecision, or in the middle of the confusion or the onslaught or whatever it is that you're in the midst of right now. Come back to yourself. Focus on staying grounded and centered, that moderate card, the Temperance card. Just come home to yourself and trust that you will know what to do at the right time, because you are a wise, grounded being of light, having a human experience, and you carry all of this within you in beautiful ways. So that's our card to grow on this week, the card of indecision. Hope that is helpful to you. The next reading will be the reading for the summer solstice of 2022. So I'll have that up before the solstice, I plan at any rate. In the meantime, I hope that you are well and that you keep yourself well. It really is up to us as individuals to make our good choices, to take care of ourselves to the best of our ability, in whatever way you need to take care of yourself. Sleep, nutrition, hydration, exercise, relationships, love. These are all very important things. And with that, let's close our eyes and take a nice deep breath together. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I want to thank you for the opportunity to do this reading once again this week for all of those listening. I ask that you be with each of us as we navigate another week, as we come home to ourselves, as we wake up to the the dream or the nightmare or whatever it is that we've been believing or maybe giving our energy to that doesn't serve us. Help us to come back to ourselves in good ways, to land in ourselves in good ways, to be grounded and centered and moderate in our energy output, using our attention and our focus and our will in good ways to move our lives forward congruently, harmoniously, peacefully, for our own good and the good of all those around us and the good of this beautiful planet and all life on her. Just like to ask for kindness and wisdom and guidance to our leaders. Whoever and wherever they are, I ask that you open their hearts to their inner wisdom and help them to shift into a deeper relationship with life, one of adding to life rather than diminishing it, one of being of service rather than of taking. I ask for blessings on all our leaders wherever they are, that they may serve us well. And with that, I'd like to wish you a beautiful week, and I will see you anon. Happy summer, and I'll see you on the solstice recording. Take good care, and bye for now.